The addiction is not your primary problem. Your addiction is an attempt to solve the problem of lack of safety and lack of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about addiction as a primary disease is simply to put the cart before the horse.
Right.
The horse that's pulling this is the discomfort that you experience in your life and the lack of safety you experience in your life.
Right.
And to understand that, you have to look at not at your biology, but at your life.
Right.
What happened to create that lack of safety? What happened to create that discomfort with yourself and with the present moment that you have to escape from? So if you understand addiction not as the primary problem, but as an attempt to solve a problem, now then we're guided to an exploration of that person's life. And that person's life happens in the context of a family of origin. And the family of origin happens in the context of a multi-generational family history.
Right.
And in the context of a culture in a certain society. In short, to understand one person's addiction, you have to look at generations of people and the society and the culture and the community where they live.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
a lot of courage, but it takes a lot of safety. And so I think when it comes to treatment, that's just a key word. Now, I'm always very influenced by the most recent works that I've read or studied. And most recently, I've been studying the work of Dr. Stephen Porges, who's
Mm-hmm.
a theorist of the polyvagal theory. And without going into a whole lot of details, what it comes down to is that when people are safe, neurophysiologically, they're in a different state than when they're not safe. And from the therapeutic point of view, from the point of view of this discussion, for people to really open to their pain and their hurt, they have to feel very safe that it's okay to be that way and that they'll be taken care of. They won't be punished, they won't be judged, they won't be rejected, they'll be actually heard. Now, you can just have parents who just couldn't see you because they couldn't see themselves, because they've been traumatized. The most fundamental catastrophe is a result of that first catastrophe, which is that you lost the connection to your essence. In other words, the real problem wasn't that your mother or father couldn't support you or maybe even they hurt you. The problem was that as a result of that, you lost the connection to yourself. That's the good. That's the greatest catastrophe. That's the greatest calamity. He doesn't use catastrophe. Calamity, he says. No, that's the good news. Because if the problem was what happened to you and I, however many decades ago, if that's the problem, we're basically lost, aren't we? Because ain't never gonna not happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if the problem is that as a result of that, we lost the connection to essence, well, that can be regained at any moment.
Right.
And that's the positive news.
Go to killibycenter.com, Radical Recovery Summit, to see the full schedule of speakers and to register to watch these free online September 23rd and 24th in the Radical Recovery Summit 2017.